Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game 2 of CVL today between the Prodigies and the 200 Robbers. So starting off on defense, we've got Team Prodigies with their captain Mage on KO, JMO on the Jet, Discord Kitten aka Danny Boy on the Brimstone, Orams and Boba with the Sova and Killjoy respectively. On the other side, we've got 200 Robbers with their team captain on their main with Cypher, Sabites with Sova, Celeste with Jets, Mr. Shady Man aka Bio on the Omen, and last but not least, Kuro on the infamous Reyna, who he pretty much wrecked the 200 bandits with, or bombastic bandits rather, last week. Now last week, as some of you guys may have seen, they did have a scrim on this map where the 200 Robbers just clinched it out 15-13. So this is definitely their comfort map, and this is their map pick. So I do expect them to do really well. But on the other hand, we've got Team Prodigies who, even though I know most of these individual players really well, we haven't seen them play together as a team. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these two teams fare out. Of course, I would say, just looking at stats wise, the individual rankings, I would have to say, unfortunately, that Prodigies is the lowest overall rank. That being said, the team chemistry between all of these players are pretty high, so we're going to have to see how they do. So starting off, they are going to be on defense against the 200 Robbers, who has been on fire with their one game starting out on attack. Now, I think JMO spots Panda, but Panda is just too clean, showing why he does not need the Sheriff to absolutely pop off, getting that clean hit there. Orams gets spotted, just going to back off. Here's a lot towards B, and now Kuro is going to push him. Let's see if Kuro is going to push through this. Oh, he does spot Orams, does tag him. Orams is really low, will get brought down, so is Boba. And now, just like that, they are already overwhelmed. All down to Mage, the team captain. Let's see what he can do here. He's shooting some pop shots against Panda, but will not get anything out of it. Danny Boy making noise in Market, but looks like he's not going to get anything either. So it looks like Prodigies are struggling to get their kills early on. Now Danny Boy is just going to be sitting outside. Question is, surely they want to go for this, right? This is the first round, and I think how this round goes, whether or not they can just get a couple more kills, will really determine how confidence or the lack of moving forward. It looks like Bio is just going to say hi to Danny. The Sova Sabites is going to finish him off, and it looks like the 200 Robbers led by Panda will be off to a great start. Mage does get a kill there. Doesn't mean anything, but that's at least a kill on the board, right? But we would definitely much prefer to have Pandas and 200 Robbers side. Now looks like we are going into a timeout as we have a DC. So we do have a technical issue, so we're just going to talk about the team a little bit more as we see what's going on here. But yeah, so far, I mean, nothing too out of the ordinary. We know that this is going to be a battle, right? It's a David versus Goliath kind of battle right here, as the Prodigies, despite their name, they are not individually as skilled as the 200 Robbers, right? So if they really want to win this game, they're going to have to leverage more than just their individual skills, but they're going to have to use their synergy that they've been building, through stream, through everything. Looks like we still have the AFK. Oh no. I think with the AFK here, we're just going to have to continue playing. Hopefully she does get back soon. So right now it's a 4v5. This is, I guess, blessing in disguise. The Valorant Lords decides to just nerf the 200 robbers here, but let's see if it's going to phase them. Now, Mage will get 2 double dinks on Kuro there, so that's a good start for the Prodigies. It's now a 3v5. It looks like Celeste is back, so crisis averted. It was just a short DC there, but this might be the start that the Prodigies need, as Mage, the team captain, is able to pick one off, and you know, quite possibly their most influential player. But Panda looks like today, unlike the last time he starts off hot, Danny will be able to get one, but between Danny and Orms and no weapons, Panda looks like it's just going to make easy work of them, being able to get a 4K there. So now 2-0, that was their save round, and I think considering everything, that was not too bad from the Prodigies. But now is the time they really have to step it up. Now, unfortunately, it seems like some of them did force last round, particularly JMO and Mage and even Boba. So I'm not sure how much I like that force, and looks like they are going to force here again. Now, they are already playing on the back foot, and if this force does not pay off, then they could be in a huge deficit right off the bats. And now, I would say one of the reasons why Ascent is, you know, almost everyone's favorite map is because it is pretty balanced on the attack and defending half, depending on, you know, the team composition and what each team is more comfortable with. But yeah, I would think for a team like this, it's better for them on defense. So I think the Prodigies needs to start racking up kills here. Now, Danny Boy definitely did his part there by being able to pick off Kuro. And Kuro, unlike the Scrim, is not doing as good as we expect him usually. But this could just be the start as Orms pick off Panda. So that's 2 key players gone. Orms gets one more on Bio. Now it's all down to Celeste, who has been spotted, will be able to take Orms down though. Now in a 2v3, it looks like the Prodigies are pinching in. Boba will be able to close it out with the last 2. So Prodigies are on the board. And looks like the force did pan out in the end. So quite impressed with what they were able to do with that round, considering, you know, I didn't have too much hope for them. I know, you know, coming into this, of course, after playing and knowing what these players are capable of, I think I definitely discredited Prodigies way too quickly. But they definitely show that they are able to compete with some of the best given the right circumstances. They just have to play smart. They just have to play discipline and play together. You know, the last thing you want, I mean, you don't want to disrespect anyone in this, you know, league, period, but especially not the 200 robbers. Just like that, Mage just overextending there, not being able to get out, not successfully getting the blind, which cost him his life and potentially the round, as 200 robbers just got on site. Now, question is, can they hold this? It looks like Bio will get sprayed through the smoke as JMO gets one there, so Bio not worth spraying through. Kuro does get spotted by JMO. Question is, what do they want to do off of this? Now JMO will get picked off, get another pick. Oh, almost get Sabites there, but instead, you know, it's Panda and Sabites being able to get it, get a kill there. Oh, now Celeste holding hell on her own. Let's see here, can Panda do anything? Now Boba is able to get half. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Oh, gets tagged again though. Oh, but Boba being able to kill Panda despite being tagged, despite being pressured, despite going up against an immortal player. Boba is just unshaken today. This man is just an absolute anchor, being able to clutch out 3 kills in the retake there, getting 3 huge kill later off, finishing it off in a 1v2. Absolutely insane. Now Boba is usually a B player, but the fact that he's able to, you know, retake, which is not something that Killjoy is well known for doing, that is a very, very impressive round. I'm very impressed with what he's been able to do so far. And you know, Boba one of, I think, his biggest weakness is the fact that he's sometimes quite inconsistent, right? But this is the boba that Mage drafted. This is the boba that we all know that can, you know, play with some of the best. Let's just hope he can keep this up. Unfortunately, on the other hand, Mage, the team captain, has given up A site fairly easily. So once again, Prodigies will have the task of retaking this, and this is not going to be easy, especially with JMO's op in hand. Question is, do they even want to go for this? And it looks like Boba will say yes, but Bio has other plans as he shuts down Danny Boy before escaping out. Now, they will retake site. Looks like they are going to push Boba. Oh, Boba is just too crispy today. Oh, but Panda and Celeste is not going to give anything away. They're going to spray through. Oh, Boba almost outplayed Bio, but unfortunately he could not get any more there. I think Boba put in a valiant effort. I think the fact that Mage gave up sight once again really easily is something that they have to patch up coming in the next few rounds here. But yeah, other than that, I think I also have to give credit to 200 Robbers. You know, the fact that they know and they respect Boba being such an anchor on B that they're consistently making him retake, right? And as you can see, yes, Boba's been able to clutch it out for his team, but he has to work really hard for that. Now, looks like Panda knows Mage's aggressive tendencies, and it looks like he wants to challenge it but will not get anything, so he's just going to be backing off. On the other side, now JMO and Danny Boy, they don't really have weapons to work with, but it looks like they were setting up some kind of crossfire. This time around, 200 Robbers is going to go attack B. Let's see if they can do anything here. Now, this is a good molly by Boba, and it looks like Boba's going to push out, will get one, gets traded by Sabites though, so Sabites will be able to shut him down, which is exactly what the 200 Robbers need. Oh, Orum's peeking, will not get anything. Instead, it's Bio that's able to get that pick here. Now, question is, do they still want to go for this? Now, Prodigies don't really have weapons to work with, so they could just try to make this expensive. And of course, they don't know this, but 200 Robbers are all stuck within sight. So if they can make sure that all 200 Robbers players die, then that could be a worth save round. As Discord Kitten picks off Panda, Orms gets one on Bio as well. Oh! Danny Boy absolutely insane, and it looks like Sabites doesn't even want to challenge that. So overall, that's a pretty good save round, especially for Danny Boy, you know, being able to get that crispy deagle shots. 2-4. Yes, team 200 Robbers, rather, led by Panda, is slowly pulling ahead, but I think this is definitely still within reach for the Prodigies. So that was the safe round for them. I'm not going to analyze that too much, but this is going to be once again the round that they're going to have to pick it up. And Mage right here, this man needs to stay alive in order for the Prodigies to even have a chance, because there's no way that they can retake 4v5 every single time. You know, as cracked as Boba has been this game, they're not going to be able to pull that off consistently. So let's see, it looks like Mage this time around is going for a more passive approach, and he's going to change his angle. Now let's see, are they going to be ready for this? Now looks like Mage will peek, we'll see pressure. So he's just going to be backing off. Oh, he does get tagged though, but will be able to get Panda. So Panda has been really clean. Orums and JMO also being able to get that one. So clean hold by the Prodigies. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what I've been asking for. This is what the doctor ordered. Absolutely nuts from Prodigies. Mage being able to get two just by playing passively and waiting for the Prodigies to push in. So very well done. This forces Bio to just back off, you know, with tails between his legs. potentially trying to save this, but even then, you know, that's a very, very good round. The fact that this is going to be a flawless from Prodigies, absolutely phenomenal. You know, off the back of Boba, Mage is starting to step it up. Danny also contributing quite a lot, right? And just now, that was a very clean yeah, ult from Orms as well. I think all 5 players played really well there, and they all did their job. This is what they have to do every single round. And I know this is still a mountain to climb, right? They still have a lot of rounds to go, but if they can play to that level every single round, they have an amazing shot at beating every team in the league. And I think this is something that we definitely don't give them enough credit for. I definitely don't give them enough credit for. Right, it's the fact that, once again, even though individually they might not be as skilled on paper just by rank alone, the fact that they've played together quite often, right? And we have some strategists in this team as well, with Boba, you know, talking a lot about strats, as well as Mage and JMO, who plays this game quite a lot. Oh, Mage looks like he is going back to his old tendencies, bad habits that cost Prodigies a couple of rounds so far. But yeah, as I was saying, it's the teamwork of this team that is unrivaled compared to every other team, right? So I'm really, really happy to see them being able to pull that off. But just as I said that, Bio is able to pick JMO off clean. Mage once again dying first in the round. These are, you know, unacceptable if they want to win. So once again, the Prodigies are tasked with retaking, and so far they've had mixed results. Boba has definitely been impressive, but can he do it this time? Will they even go for it? Looks like they do want to challenge, and I think Boba has some idea. We'll be able to get that one. Oh my gosh! Okay, so now suddenly this becomes interesting as the last 2 players are all offside. Oh, and Orms will get the spray as well. Question is, are they gonna have time? Oh, and it looks like Discord Kitten will be able to close it out. That's a 3v5 retake, ladies and gentlemen. Now, to give you guys some context, most of these players, particularly Boba, Mage, and I believe JMO as well till the to the very end, I'm not too sure, were part of Team Pop-Tarts. And if there was one thing that Team Pop-Tarts were good at, it was retake. And oh my gosh, the way they retake that, you know, usually if that was rank, or if this was any other team, that would have easily been a safe round there, right? You're in a 3v5, you lost your captain, but instead they're just absolutely clean. Boba and Danny Boy getting those clean picks, forcing the 200 robbers into a save round now. That's absolutely insane. Very, very impressed with what they've been able to do so far. But then again, if you're JMO and if you're a Mage, you really have to not stop putting your team in those types of situations, because man, there's only so many rounds that they can clutch, right? I feel like there were 2 rounds that were robbed, all puns intended, from the 200 robbers there. Mage able to get that one on Celeste. Finally, Mage is able to get the first blood instead of dying first. Kuro is going to peek, and JMO is having none of it either. It looks like 200 robbers are starting to finally slow down a bit. And, you know, compared to the game last time, I feel like last time they start off real slow, right? I believe it was 7-1 in favor of the 200 or the Bombastic Bandits at that time, but then the 200 robbers were able to bring it back. This time around, it seems like they were off to a great start, but then they're letting these rounds fumble. Right? I've praised Boba, I've praised Danny Boy a lot, but if you're 200 robbers, you gotta be asking yourself, how are you losing these clutch situations, right? Now, Sabite's able to get that one, but Orms is not letting them get any more, as Orm gets 2 to end off the round. You know, these rounds, the previous rounds, and I believe the 3rd round, those, or the fourth round rather, those were supposed to be easy rounds that 200 robbers should have gone, right? This game should have been a 3-6 scoreline if the 200 robbers just clutched out those two post plans, but instead now it's 5-4 in favor of the Prodigies, right? I would be very, very shocked and very impressed at the same time if the Prodigies can come out on top in the half, because boy, did I not see that coming. And neither do I don't think anyone would have bet on that, right? So let's just hope they can keep this pace. I definitely do love what I'm seeing, and I think finally Mage is making the adjustment that we want to see. Just as I say that though, Panda able to pick off JMO, and that's the Opera suddenly gone, and now they are pushing on B site. Boba, let's just hope he doesn't get overwhelmed here. Okay, Orms will be able to get one. Boba gets one on Sabites as well. Now Kuro able to kill off two. Okay. This is not the man that you want to see get on fire. This is the man that's going to be scary here. Okay, looks like they want to go for it again. This time around, it seems more doable considering, you know, it's a 2v3. Let's see what they can do. Okay, Kuro is going to get 3 there, and Bio is just going to finish it off. So unfortunately, this time around, the retake will not be successful, but this man right here is finally stepping it up. Once again, you know, Kuro was the, I believe Kuro or Cryptic was at the top of the leaderboard during the scrimmage, and this man right here, you know, he's definitely someone that you cannot count out. Yes, he has had a slow start to his standard, but he's a player that can step it up, you know, at any moment as well. So the Prodigies better count their lucky stars, you know, whenever he doesn't do well, because they're going to need every single round. Once he starts to feel it, that's going to be a whole world of hell for the Prodigies. Now, I like what JMO and Mage is doing here, but looks like the 200 robbers are not going to fall for the trap. Instead, Panda is the one that's going to be pushing up. Will not get spotted. So he does have free control over a tree, and oh, this is gonna spell disaster for Prodigies. How do they not know this? I think they might have an inkling as to what's going on. Okay, so it looks like they're going to break it. So now I think they know exactly what's going on. Oh, Panda will be able to overwhelm JMO, and Bio will get Mage. So once again, it seems like A site has been given away for free recently, right? All throughout this game, I feel like. Now, Danny is able to get Kuro, so that's a good start. Now, Boba is going to use his ult, but is going to get traded out. Panda being able to save his team there. Oh, and Sabites gets taken down as well. Now it's all just down to Danny Boy in a 1v2. Let's see if he wants to go for this. Panda is slow, so this is definitely still doable, but with the time ticking down, I think he's just going to give this up. So it looks like the 200 robbers is going to at least secure themselves an even half. Now he's just going to jump on site. We'll be able to get Celeste at least, but he's not going to get any more than that as Panda escapes with his gun intact and his life. So we're going to last round. Both teams can buy more or less, with the exception of JMO, but he's so close to his ult. Yeah, if you're the Prodigies, you definitely want this round. It's not to say that they have no chance on attack, and in fact, if anything, I feel like they would be a lot better on the attacking half. But yeah, you want every round that you can get. Even though, as close as this game has been, I still would have to give the advantage to the 200 robbers, just because their round wins are a lot cleaner, and I feel like the rounds that they have dropped in most cases are more of their fault, as Danny Boy did not expect Panda to be there. And now Panda will get full information here, knowing where the Prodigies are. That being said, JMO getting a huge pick on Kuro there, so that's a good start. Question is, will JMO expect Bio though? Now he does hear Bio. He does hear the drop. Oh, Bio gets spotted, but so spots JMO as well. And JMO gets tagged, so looks like he's going to be taken down eventually. But once again, oh, Panda with the flank, and this time around Boba is not going to be able to do anything. I was about to say, this time around they're going to, you know, probably have a decent shot at retaking it, considering how clean their retakes have been. But this time around, Panda is just taking the proactive approach, not let them take their time, not let them take the fights that they want. And yeah, it's just been very clean so far. So overall, a very great round for the 200 robbers, and this is definitely what we want to see. This is some sick lineups here that I've never seen before. Panda really showing his skill, his you know, knowledge on Cypher here. But back to the game. Now this time around, I'm really curious to see how they're going to approach this attacking half. Now Mage is the aggressive player, so let's see if he's going to carry that aggression into attack. It looks like right off the bat, the Prodigies are taking a more passive approach. So they're just going to sit back. They did drop some smokes. But what are they going to do? Now they are playing it really slow, and I don't know how much I like this. Mage does have control. Oh, he might be able to get 1 or 2 here, and he is not spotted. He just needs to be patient. Question is, who's gonna get the timing here between Celeste and Mage? Oh, it looks like Celeste is just going to pop out, and Mage is just going to barely miss a timing. So 200 robbers are convinced that it's going to be an A push, and so far they did read it right. But yeah, it looks like they are starting to doubt themselves. Mage is pushing through. Oh. He does get spotted, so it looks like the rest of 200 robbers is going to rotate back, but that is all just a bait. Now they are going to push in, and soon they're going to find out that it's going to be an A push, but Panda is so ready for it. Kuro is able to take one as well. Oh, they don't know where Panda is. Oh, and that's a huge pick. That spike dropped, and they don't have time. It doesn't matter that Mage gets that kill, because now it's all just down to JMO here. What can JMO do? We'll get one. Oh, there's no way. Okay, yeah, Celeste making the right play to just run away. And, you know, if you're Prodigies, you gotta be, you know, biting yourself. You gotta be kicking yourself, sorry, rather. As they waited for so long to get that plant down. I feel like the idea was correct. You know, getting Mage as a distraction on B as they execute on A, right? Their gunplay were on point. They were able to land their shots, but timing, once again, is just not there. And I'm actually quite surprised, considering that Mage was so aggressive, right? I feel like their mentality, or as I thought, going into this game, was to overwhelm the opponent, right? And trade out. But it seems like that's not the case. Now Kuro is about to have himself a feast here, as Sabites is just going to drone them out. Looks like no information given. Now Mage is once again lurking. But I don't know what he's gonna be able to get here. Oh, Kuro pushes out. JMO wants to peek this. Looks like they're just going to play it safe as the rest of 200 robbers come reinforce their teammate. Now, oh, Bio will be able to pick off the lurk, so 200 robbers can feel a little bit safer rotating. Of course, Celeste is still anchoring down at B, so if Prodigies move quickly here, they may be able to cause enough chaos. But even then, you know, time is running out. Once again, they are playing it really slow. They're hoping that 200 robbers are going to push out. But now, while I don't really know how Panda's team or Panda's friends play, I do know that Panda and Celeste are not really the type that would just run out, try to get all the kills, you know? And I feel like I really like the patience. And once again, Panda just causing such an annoyance here with his tripwires is just absolutely perfectly used. And once again, you know, Prodigies can't just sit back hoping that 200 robbers are gonna make a mistake, because let's face it, they're not. There's a reason why these players, you know, are the rank that they are. It's because they're just absolutely insane with what they've been able to do. And they showed it to us last week. You know, even though it came close, they could take down the bandits, and this time around it seems like defense is their strong suit. You know, despite having a close first half, right now it seems like the 200 robbers are running away with this. Now Bio will get pushed out, so at least the Prodigies will have mid control. The question is, what are they going to do with this? Now Sabites will just throw his utilities out, and it seems like the rest of the team is also throwing their utilities. Boba's going to be the first point of contact, but even before the fight starts, Mage is already tagged low. Panda is so ready for this. Looks like we're going to have a massive showdown at mid. Bio is going to get the first pick, and Kuro Panda is just going to make an absolute massacre. And now the lowest health player is going to get pushed. Okay, we'll get 2. But unfortunately, that is simply not enough, as they are behind 510. The Prodigies are just sinking right now. And, you know, even with the AFK for half the round on 200 robbers side, that will not affect the 200 robbers at all. It does not phase them, and they're still playing, you know, really, really well, just like how we saw them last week. So I think, you know, if there's any, this is probably a really hot take and a way too soon prediction, but I think if there's anyone that is a favorite to win this whole thing, it's definitely has to be this team. The way they've just been playing has just been absolutely amazing. Now JMO is going to rush through, will be able to get Kuro will be able to get JMO. Kuro gets 2 more to his name, and now it's all just down to Mage. So despite getting Sabites, it looks like they're not going to be able to get any more here. Mage, they don't know where Mage is, but you know, Mage would be lucky to be able to get 1. He does spot 1 at least. But okay, he's going to be able to get that one, but Kuro is not letting him run away with that, as Kuro with 4 climbing up the leaderboard already. And yeah, Kuro, Panda just stepping it up. These 2 players, you know, the fact that they have synergies outside of their CVL team just makes these 2 that much scarier, right? Paired up with the fact that their ranks individually are really high, so they have that synergy, and they also have that individual play. Which, yeah, I mean, it's not just the Prodigies, right? So I want to criticize them, but if I was in their position, if any other team were in their positions, I know that they're going to struggle against Panda, against Kuro just as much. Now it looks like this time around they're deciding to switch things up. Celeste is going to peek, will get overwhelmed, so finally a great start for Prodigies here. But now 200 robbers are going to go for the retake. Panda does spot 1 in Orums. He's going to look around, will not really find much. Discord Kitten, on the other hand, will be able to get 1, but Kuro, oh no. This man cannot start popping off. Orms gets Mr. Shady Man, but gets traded now. The infamous duo on a 2v2. Let's see what they can do here. Okay, Kuro gets 3. Now it's all down to Boba. Boba has clutched this one before. Let's see if he can do it again. Now Panda drops down this time around. Panda's the one that's gonna come on top, and now Prodigies, it's do or die for them, as the 200 robbers secure their 12th round. You know, the first half kind of looked shaky. Their post plant definitely needs a lot of work, but when it comes to their defense, it's, you know, nothing short of flawless. It's absolutely amazing to be able to see how this team just dissects Prodigies, and it seems like they have answers to everything that Prodigies throw at them, right? Prodigies have tried mid, have tried A, have tried B. If I was, I mean, I'm at loss for words right now, and I'm not even playing, right? If I was them, I wouldn't know what to do right now. The best thing you gotta hope for is just picks like that. That's exactly what I was, alluding to. But unfortunately, Mage was not ready for the push by Celeste. Celeste will be able to take one. Now let's see if Orms can pick this one off. Will not be able to tag Sabites, unfortunately, or Kuro. So Kuro and Sabite get out of this unscathed. JMO will spot one. Orms will spot another one, but Kuro already, softening them up for easy kills later on. Celeste, the proactive play by her, being able to pick off 2 rounds, and now this is just looking all but over for Prodigies. It seems like they have a lot of work to do. Of course, they have another game tomorrow, so this is by no means over, but I think this game, ladies and gentlemen, is as Panda closes it out. What looked like a close game at first turns out to be a very one-sided game. 200 Robbers takes it 13-5.